Hi, I'm Linda. This video is a yoga practice in which we're going to focus on the earth element. So the earth element is that element that brings you a sense of stability, safety, security. So to begin with, I'm going to offer you a mudra. A mudra is a gesture that can help channel the energy. This particular mudra, called Bu Mudra, can help channel the energy toward the earth and give you a connection to that sense of stability, safety, and security that the earth element offers. So Bu Mudra is the index finger and the middle finger are extended. The other fingers are folded in. Your thumb is over the ring finger. And just extending those two fingers, plugging them into the earth on either side of your body. So you can be in whatever comfortable seated position feels appropriate for you. Whether you're sitting on your shins like I am, or you're sitting in a cross-legged position, or even with the legs extended. And just taking a moment to really feel the channel of energy through this mudra, this gesture of your hands. I'll offer you an affirmation also to go with this gesture, this mudra. Embodying all of Earth's qualities, I experience complete stability. Embodying all of Earth's qualities, I experience complete stability. You're welcome to repeat that to yourself silently 3 more times. If you're comfortable closing your eyes, feel free to do that. And just noticing whatever sensations are arising for you. Noticing that strong connection that you have with the earth and the security, the stability, the groundedness and the centeredness that that connection offers you. So in this practice, we will go through several grounding kinds of postures to allow you to connect with the earth element. So anytime you're feeling a little anxious or unconnected, this is the practice for you. So feel free to release the gesture. And come into table position on hands and knees. We'll take a few rounds of cat and cow breath here. On the inhale, tilting the head and the tailbone up, creating a little hollow in your back. And on the exhale, pressing the floor away with your hands as you tuck the chin and the tailbone toward each other. We'll take that 3 more times, inhaling into your cow tilt. And exhaling into cat. Inhaling into a little bit of a back bend. And exhaling as you open up the wings of the shoulder blades. Inhaling 1 more time into your back bend. And exhaling into your cat tilt. So returning to a neutral position in table. And as you feel ready, extending the right leg back to the back of the room so it doesn't have to come up high, keeping the hips level. So the toes can be pointed or the foot flexed, whatever feels appropriate for you. And then scanning your body, noticing how your body is engaged to support you here. Then if you like, if you want to add on a variation, extending the left fingertips to the front of the room. So one long line of energy from the left fingertips down to the right toes. And again, scanning your body, noticing how your body's adjusting and adapting to support you here. And taking 2 more cycles of breath here, feeling that strong connection that you have with the earth, drawing that earth energy up into your body to support you for 1 more breath. And Lowering the hand, lowering the knee. And taking a moment to experience that posture on that side before we take it to the opposite side. And as you feel ready, extending the left leg to the back of the room. And again, the toes can be pointed or the foot flexed. And this is a perfectly fine variation on the pose right here. So scanning your body, noticing how the body is supporting you here before you change anything. Just noticing all the little micro movements your body's making to support you. And then if you want to add on, extending the right fingertips to the front of the room. So one long line of energy from the right fingertips to the left toes. And again, scanning your body now, noticing what's changed. Again, noticing that strong connection that you have with the earth and drawing that earth energy up into your body to support you here for just one more breath. And releasing the hand, releasing the knee, coming back to your table position, curling the toes under and pressing the floor away as you take the tailbone toward the ceiling, coming into a downward dog. So in downward dog, you're welcome to pedal the heels toward the mat one at a time, or perhaps the heels release toward the mat with ease as you let the neck and head relax between your arms. We'll pause here for 2 breaths, taking the tailbone to the ceiling. And again, that strong earth energy coming up through the hands and through the feet. Feeling that sense of stability and groundedness here. And on an inhale, raising the right toes to the back of the room. And looking at that space between your hands, bringing the right foot forward into that space. Lowering the left knee down on the way. And then straightening out the right leg, bowing over the right leg. So the hip is above the knee on the left side. And maybe the back is a little parallel to the ground. Or maybe you've allowed a gentle curve to come into the spine as you bow over that front knee. And on an inhale, walking the hands forward, coming nice and low. So you're coming as low as feels appropriate for you, really close to the ground. The right hand is outside the right foot. And a deep opening in the hips. We'll pause here for one more breath. And then on an inhale, pressing the floor away as you straighten the leg and bow over that front leg. So if you like, we'll put those 2 movements together on the breath. Inhaling as you come forward, scooping as close to the earth as you can. And exhaling as you straighten the leg, bowing over the front leg. We'll take that 2 more times, nice and slow, walking forward, scooping close to the earth. And exhaling as you straighten the front leg and bow. One final time, walking the hands forward, scooping nice and close to the earth. And on an exhale, walking the hands back, bowing over the front leg. And then bringing the knees together, curling the toes under and pressing right back into downward dog. So in downward dog, allowing the neck and head to relax between your arms. Taking the tailbone to the ceiling and really stretching out in the back of the body. On your next inhale, taking the left toes to the back of the room, then bringing that left foot forward between your hands, lowering the right knee down on the way. And then straightening out the left leg, bowing over the left leg. So again, the back can be a little parallel to the ground, or allowing a curve to come into the spine. You might notice how the movement could feel different on this side than it did on the other side. Then as you feel ready, walking the hands forward, so the left hand is outside the left foot, coming down as close to the earth as feels comfortable for you, really connecting with that earth energy. And then shifting the weight back, bowing over the front leg. So walking the hands forward, shifting nice and close to the earth, as close as it feels appropriate for you, and shifting back, bowing over the right leg. Take that 2 more times, inhaling to come forward, nice and close to the earth, and exhaling to shift back. One final time, inhaling to come forward. And exhaling to shift back. We'll pause here for 1 more breath. And bringing the knees together and curling the toes under again, pressing right back into downward dog. We'll pause here for 3 cycles of breath in downward dog, just allowing the whole back body to expand, drawing that earth energy up through the hands and the feet. And at the same time, letting the neck and head relax. And then walking your feet forward to meet your hands, coming into a forward fold. So here the hands can be resting on your shins or your feet or the floor, or holding on to opposite elbows, which is a nice way of creating space in the spine. Then taking 1 more breath wherever you're at. And then slowly rolling your way to standing. Head comes up last. If you're comfortable closing your eyes, feel free to do that, and just notice what feels different now that we're standing. Noticing that strong connection you have with the earth. So taking a moment to really feel your feet on the floor. So not thinking about feeling your feet on the floor, but feeling the soles of your feet in contact with the earth. And drawing that strong earth energy up into your legs. Your legs are strong and supporting you. And gently shifting the tailbone down as you open up across the front of your body. Strong back, open heart. And on an inhale, drawing the hands up the front of your body, bringing that earth energy right up into the heart center. And on an exhale, a little flex in the knees as you press that energy back down into the earth. Take that 3 more times, inhaling that earth energy up to the heart center, right up into the throat. And exhale, a little flex in the knees as you press the energy back down. Taking that 2 more times, inhaling the energy up the front of the body. And exhaling, pressing into the earth. And 1 final time. And pressing into the earth. Returning to your standing mountain, straightening the legs, feeling that connection that you have with the earth, really feeling the soles of your feet in contact with the mat. And then taking a wide stance, spinning the left heel back and the right toes forward, raising the arms overhead, and then turning the hips to face the short edge of your mat. You're facing that front foot, that right foot. And as you feel ready, bending the right knee, coming into your warrior 1. So warrior 1 here is a very strong, powerful pose. So equal energy in both legs, pressing into the outer edge of the left foot. And pressing that right knee open, softening the shoulders, adding on a back bend if you like. And then opening out the arms, coming into goddess arms here in our warrior 1. A very strong, powerful pose that connects with that earth energy, really connecting with that sense of stability in your body. And raising the arms overhead again, a little bit of a back bend if you like. And on your next inhale, windmilling the arms open, coming into your warrior 2 here. So the gaze is over the right fingertips, equal energy in both legs. So you're pressing that right knee open, pressing energetically into the outer edge of the left foot. And then finding one thing to soften. Softening the brow, softening the jaw. Maybe rotating the palms to face up and noticing how that changes things. And rotating the palms down. And bringing palms right to the heart as you point both sets of toes to the long edge of your mat. Raising the arms overhead, palms come together overhead. And on your exhale, coming into a wide leg forward fold. Hands come onto the mat underneath your shoulders. We'll pause here for 3 cycles of breath, bringing the elbows in nice and close if you can, letting the crown point toward the floor. And taking one more breath wherever you're at. And pressing the floor away with your hands, a little flex in the knees if you like as you roll your way to standing. And then spinning the right heel back, left toes point to the short end of your mat, arms come overhead, and then turning to the short edge of your mat, so both hips are facing the short edge of your mat, facing the left foot. And as you feel ready, bending the left knee, coming into your warrior one here. So again, you're pressing that left knee open. You're pressing energetically into the outer edge of the right foot. Really feeling that grounded, stable, secure sense as you draw earth energy up through the feet to support you here. Opening up the arms if you like, coming into goddess arms here in warrior one. And bringing the arms overhead, adding on a little back bend if you like. And then as you feel ready, windmilling the arms open, coming into your warrior two. So the gaze is over the left fingertips. You're pressing the left knee open, energetically pressing into the outer edge of the right foot. And accessing that warrior within you, using the earth element to support you here. That steadiness, that groundedness, that sense of security, stability, and safety. If you like, rotating the palms upward, just noticing how that changes things. And rotating the palms down, taking one more breath here. And bringing the palms together in front of your heart as both sets of toes face the long edge of your mat, taking a big breath in. Arms come overhead. And again, we'll come into our wide leg forward fold. Bringing, this time if you like, taking a hold of the big toes. And taking the tailbone to the ceiling as the crown drifts toward the floor. And we'll pause here for 2 cycles of breath. And bringing the hands together just beneath your forehead, pressing the floor away with your hands as you roll your way to standing. Head comes up last. And walking the feet not quite together, taking the feet about shoulder distance apart, angling the toes out just a little, coming into an elephant pose. So bending the knees, coming into a bit of a squat, then bringing the forearms together. The palms are together, the forearms are together. The knees are pointing more forward than out. And if there's any tension in the knees, feel free to adjust the stance in a way that supports your unique body. And again, using that earth energy to support you here. Taking 2 more cycles of breath here. And releasing the hands, bringing the hands down onto your hips as you settle the hips down, coming into a full squat. The hands come together in front of your heart, pressing the elbows into the knees. A full squat is not friendly on your body. Feel free to support your hips with a block, placing a block right underneath your hips here. And again, drawing that earth energy up into your body to support you here. Feeling really close to the earth, that element that creates that sense of groundedness and presence. As you take one more breath here. And releasing the hands, coming into a staff pose. So in staff pose, you're sitting up nice and tall, legs are extended in front, the fingertips are supporting you just alongside your hips. And we'll pause here for 2 breaths. And again, you can feel that sense of the earth energy coming up through your sits bones, taking your mudra, our Bhu Mudra, and plugging the index finger and the middle finger into the earth, and we'll pause here for 2 breaths. Embodying all of Earth's qualities, I experience complete stability. And as you feel ready, releasing the gesture, bringing the soles of your feet together. The hands are outside your hips, coming into a cobbler pose here. We'll pause here for 2 cycles of breath. Posture is nice and tall. And then leaving the right leg just as it is, extending the left leg to the front edge of your mat. Left hand comes onto the right knee. Opposite arm supports the posture nice and tall as you inhale. As you exhale, coming into a twist, taking the gaze over the right shoulder. We'll pause here for 2 breaths. And again, you can take Bhu Mudra here on the right hand if you like, plugging into the earth energy. And unwinding from the twist, bringing both hands overhead, great big inhale. And on the exhale, draping the torso over that extended leg, coming into a forward fold. We'll pause here for 2 breaths. Hands land wherever they land. And slowly rolling your way back up, bringing the feet together again in cobbler. Taking a moment here to support your posture nice and tall. Then we'll take that to the opposite side, extending the right leg, coming into the twist on the opposite side. So the right hand comes to the left knee. Left hand supports your posture nice and tall, taking your Bhu Mudra again. Inhaling to get tall, exhaling to take the gaze over the back shoulder. We'll pause here for 2 cycles of breath. Unwinding your way back to center, bringing the soles of your feet together in cobbler. Once again, holding on to the feet this time, noticing how that's different, how the core needs to be engaged to support the posture nice and tall, and how grounded this feels. And then as you feel ready, feet stay exactly as they are, rolling your way back onto your back. Coming into a reclining cobbler here, placing one hand on your belly and one hand on your heart. So right hand on the belly, left hand on the heart. We'll pause here for 3 cycles of breath. And taking one more breath here. And as you feel ready, drawing the knees together, bringing the knees into your chest, giving the knees a gentle squeeze, and extending the arms out at shoulder height in a T shape, letting the bent knees fall over to the left, As your head turns over to the right, coming into a reclining spinal twist here, and we'll pause here for 2 cycles of breath. And as you feel ready, bringing the knees back to center, giving the knees a gentle squeeze. You might like to rock a little from side to side, or you might like to let the bent knees fall right on over to the opposite side so the knees come right, the head turns to the left, and we'll pause here for 2 cycles of breath. And bringing the knees back to center. One final time, drawing the knees in toward your chest. Then extending the legs one at a time toward the end of your mat. So we come into our final integration and relaxation pose. Rotating the palms to face upward. Allowing the feet to gently roll away from one another. And allowing your whole body to soften down into the pull of the earth. Allow the body and mind to drop into this place of deep relaxation. Take as much time as you need to feel grounded, refreshed, and content before moving into the rest of your day. Have a brilliant day.